YouTube. What's up, baby? Back in this thing again for another review. This is Q's Insight. I am Callie, and today we're going to be talking about Cobra Kai Season 5, Episode 10, the finale. You feel me? This is the finale. But yeah, Episode 10 entitled Head of the Snake. All right, now if you've been to this channel before, you know how we do it. Started off with the premise, 3 favorite scenes, the grade, and then we on to the next one, right? Again, Cobra Kai Season 5, Episode 10, entitled Head of the Snake. All right, so for this episode, we pick up with Kreese, and he's talking to his shrink about having to stay in jail and, just his whole ordeal with the mistakes that he's made in his life, how they caused him to lose, Johnny, push Johnny away from him as well. You know what I'm saying? And, even though he did good as a sensei, at the end of the day, it kind of equates to nothing because he himself is, folded backwards, right? So, what ends up happening, bro, is that Kreese tries to go break up a fight in the cafeteria area at the prison that he's at, right? And as he's trying to break up the fight, one of the members is like, you know what, I'm tired of this, whatever, and shanks Kreese like 2-3 times. We see Kreese fall down to the ground, and we're like, yo, this fool is dead. And that was the opening of this episode, bro. So I was like, yo. Anyways, man, from there, we pick up with Johnny, Chosen, and Daniel, and we see that the limo that they were in stops, and the doors open, and you're thinking it's like, one of Terry's people or whatever. No, it's Mike Barnes, bro. He's back to exact some revenge on the people that he thought or thinks, burnt down his furniture store. So Daniel, Chosen, and Johnny explained to him like, hey, we didn't do this. Obviously this was Terry's doing because, he felt like, he had to get you back for helping us out. So he did that, man. And then Mike is like, you know what, screw this, bro. Like, this dude is always doing all this stuff and getting away with it. Like, I'm not doing that this time. Let's go get him. Let's go hit him. Let's go hit him where it hurts. Let's go to his house. Let's go find him right now. Daniel's like, nah, man, we need to think about this. We shouldn't be doing this. Johnny's like, you know what? You're right, Mike. Chosen's like, yeah, let's go. So these 3 fools, they end up going to go after Terry at his house, right? So as those 3 leave, Daniel stays behind. All right. Then we see Sam and Tori, and they contact Hawk, Miguel, Robbie, and Dimitri about getting some dirt on Terry, which is, just basically since the event took place between Terry and Stingray, where Terry had beat Stingray up. It took place at the old dojo, so Tori knows that dojo has cameras, so they can get the footage and then just put it online or turn it into the cops, whatever it may be. And this will be the dirt that they need to get on Terry. So then from there we see Terry having dinner with Sensei Kim. They're talking about, hey, we know you can't let these Miyagi Sensei Kim's like, you can't let these Miyagi-Do people stop you and and Terry's like, no, I got them, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna handle this. You know what I'm saying? And he tells her he plans to threaten Miyagi-Do so that they know to stay out of his way. Which he's done plenty of times and it hasn't worked. So I don't know why he keeps saying that. Chosen, Mike, and Johnny arrive at Terry's house as Sensei Kim and Terry are eating. And what ends up happening is Terry, talks to him for a second with Sensei Kim there. And then Terry calls out one of his senseis like not his sensei, but one of the senseis for Cobra Kai, and he goes to fight against Mike, and then Mike beats him up, and then some more people come out and they knock Mike out. So at this point, it's Chosen and Johnny against, you know, the henchmen, whatever you want to say, or the senseis, whatever you want to say, right? Then we see Carmen and Amanda, and, you know, they're chilling, talking things over. And then Daniel calls Amanda to tell her what happened with Chosen, Johnny, and Mike. And he tells her he needs her help to pick him up so that way he can go help them out. Or just, you know, just to stop them, whatever it may be. And in the midst of the conversation, Amanda tells Daniel that the Cobra Kai members, some of them, are at their house. So he's like, oh crap. The phone disconnects and he's just worried at this point. So he needs to, you know, find a way to get to them and then go help out, you know, Chosen, Johnny, and Mike. So the Miyagi-Do, you know, team, they meet up to explain the plan on getting the dirt that they need on Terry, which I already have said. We then see Chosen and Johnny fighting. Terry finds out about Sam and, you know, all the Miyagi-Do members about what they're trying to do. They're trying to go to the old dojo. So he's like, oh, I got to stop this, you know. But he got the situation going on with the people here, and he got that situation. So he's got to handle this first to get over there, you know what I'm saying? But he knows of it now. So he ends up sending Sensei Kim to where the Miyagi-Do students are to stop them, you know. Daniel runs into someone and he asks them for a ride so he can, you know, help out, you know, his wife and everybody else. And then things go sideways. A fight is about to break out between Daniel and these random people. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, Stingray shows up and arrives, and he's like, "Yo, I came here to help, and you know, if you wanna, you know, do your thing, come with me." So he gets in the car. He sees that Carmen and Amanda are there. So obviously, Carmen and Amanda are safe. He doesn't have to handle that situation anymore. Now he just needs to head to where, you know, the students are, you know, so he can help them out. Because he got to help them out before he helps out Chosen, you know, Mike and Johnny, you know what I'm saying? The kids, they got to come first, you know what I'm saying? But then he will get over there, you know what I'm saying? Then, so we see that the Miyagi-Do members are trying to download this video and of the situation, but it doesn't help out. So they end up it doesn't work. So they end up trying to download a different video, and then we see the Cobra Kai students end up coming to where Miyagi-Do students are to prevent them from doing what they're doing. And we see that the reason why, you know, they knew the whereabouts exactly was because Mitch, the person, this dude named Mitch, that's on Miyagi-Do, he ends up being a backstabber and switches sides to Cobra Kai once they arrive there. And they're like, yeah, we had a mole on your side and you didn't even know it. Da, 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 blah, blah, blah. And it's like, bro, Mitch, are you serious, bro? Like, come on, man. So yeah, then from there we see Cobra Kai students and Miyagi-Do students are all basically just about to fight, bro. So, you know, from there we see, you know, Stingray still heading to where the students are so that Daniel can help them out. And then we also see from there Terry and Chosen end up fighting each other, going 1-on-1. We see that Johnny continues to fight, and he's fighting multiple people at one time by himself. And then Mike is still knocked out. Terry and Chosen fight intensifies, and they end up, using weapons. So yeah, someone may die. And then we still also seeing Johnny getting jumped by basically all the other senseis or henchmen, whatever you want to say. We see Chosen is losing at this point, fighting against Terry. And then eventually we see that Chosen gets the upper hand on Terry, and he could kill him, but he doesn't. And so he tells him to give up or whatever. And Terry's like, no, I was meant to die or whatever, blah, 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 on the battlefield, whatever. And then one of Terry's henchmen comes out and is like, hey, boss, blah, 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 blah. This makes Chosen look away. And when he looks away, Terry takes the upper hand and slices Chosen in his back. And it looks like, either he's dead or he's, injured. Then we see Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai, students, they're still fighting. Kyler fights Hawk and then we see Kyler fighting Hawk while Dimitri is trying to download that video of Dirt to put on Terry. We see Robbie fights Kenny, and Kenny uses the secret technique that Terry taught him, which ends up hurting Robbie. And you're like, oh, bro, please, don't die or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because after it happens, it's like Kenny and two other people, and they're still attacking Robbie after the technique was used on him. So it's like, bro, please don't die, you know what I'm saying? And then we see Devin fights Tori, and then Terry ends up coming in to where Johnny is, after all the senseis have beat him up, and he basically tells them look, I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna you guys handle the rest, take him out type stuff. So we're like, oh no, now Johnny may die. So Terry tells Johnny that Chosen is beat up as well, or dead as well, and this, of course, it's not good news. Then Terry heads, like I said, to the dojo to deal with the Miyagi-Do members, right? Dimitri ends up downloading the video that is needed. Miguel helps Robbie out after he's getting jumped and whatever, after Kenny had used that secret technique on him. Sensei Kim fights against Tori for a second, and then we see that everyone on Miyagi's Do side, they form a circle around Anthony to protect him, because he has this he has the iPad or whatever you want to say, or tablet, that's uploading the video that they downloaded. So while it's uploading the video that they downloaded, they got to protect him from the rest of Cobra Kai. So Cobra Kai has them surrounded in a circle, and Miyagi-Do is surrounded is in a circle surrounding Anthony to protect him. And then we see Sam actually comes to help Tori to fight against Sensei Kim. And then a little bit after that, we see Devin helps Tori to fight against Sensei Kim, allowing Sam to go help out, the rest of the Miyagi-Do members against Cobra Kai. And then Daniel arrives to the dojo. As he gets there, there's some kids out there hanging out, and Daniel's like, I don't want to fight you guys. You guys are kids, whatever it may be. Stingray comes out, he's like, I got it. Stingray beats them all up, allowing Daniel to enter into, the dojo where everybody else is. So Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do continue to fight. And just as Cobra Kai has Miyagi-Do surrounded, Daniel arrives to help. The video ends up getting uploaded, And the conversation between Terry and Tori about the cheating that took place in the tournament on last season, with him paying the ref to, you know, the cheat for Cobra Kai, is being played and is uploaded. So now all of Miyagi-Do students heard it, all of Cobra Kai students heard it, and now it's uploaded for the world to see as well. And so, being that his students hear about this, being that Terry's students hear about this, they kind of turned against him, and they're just like, I'm not gonna, mess with you no more. You cheated, bro. And so, from there, we see Terry explaining himself, like, why he did this and da 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 da, blah blah blah, right? But they're not really hearing it. So then from there we see Johnny ends up coming out on top against a situation that when he was fighting against all the senseis, like he was really about to die. But then he got this thought about him having this new child, his growth with his real son, and then his son possibly to be, and then also his growth with Carmen as well. And this amps him up, and he ends up fighting and beating up all the senses, bro, by himself. Like, Johnny's a beast, bro. Johnny's a beast, like, for sure. So then from there we see that Daniel ends up fighting against Terry in front of all of the students, Miyagi-Do, Cobra Kai, and whoever else was there. So they end up fighting. And as they're fighting, we're seeing like this montage of a younger Terry teaching a younger Daniel, the ways of fighting that Terry does. And so as we're seeing them fight, we're seeing the montage, and we're seeing Daniel using what Terry had taught him against Terry, where in which ultimately he ends up defeating Terry. Just knocks him out, you know what I'm saying? Afterwards, Cobra Kai students, the majority of them, if not all of them, they turn in their gis to Terry as he's knocked out on the floor. And Kenny and Robbie, like, Robbie tries to talk to Kenny, but Kenny's like, not right now, man, not right now. So obviously there's a lot of emotion, a lot of pent up aggression between that situation, and this situation that just occurred sheds light on their friendship. Maybe someday they can be cool again, but right now it's a little too much for Terry. I'm sorry, for Kenny to handle. So he's like, well, not right now. We're not gonna talk right now. So he leaves, and then Robbie ends up fixing things with Tori, and then we see Sam and Miguel talk, and they end up fixing things between each other as well. Johnny shows up, from fighting against everybody, and he talks to Carmen, and we see that Mike is helping Chosen out of the limo that they caught a ride back into to get to the Cobra Kai dojo. So Mike is okay, Chosen's okay, Johnny's okay. So that's a good thing, right? And then we see Terry is going to jail, and then Daniel makes a joke like, "Hey, tell Kreese I said hi." And then the police officers are like, "Oh, you guys didn't hear about Kreese? You didn't hear what happened?" They're like, "What happened?" And then we see the situation where basically, bro, we find out that Kreese did not die. He faked his death in order to escape the prison. And once he gets to, like, the hospital or whatever, and they're trying to, make sure, checking everything, right? He ends up beating them up and breaking free. Now we got him free. So, he's ready for, he'll be around for the next season, and you'll be like, oh well, he broke out of jail, blah blah blah, and maybe that's the situation, but maybe with the right lawyers he can get over with that. And also, he shouldn't really have been in jail, you know what I'm saying, especially since evidence had come out. Now they know that Terry was the one that really did that situation. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, man, that was this episode right here, the final episode for season 5, Heads of the Snake, baby. So I'm gonna break it down with three of my favorite scenes. Three of my favorite scenes would be Terry versus Chosen, just like them regularly fighting against each other on this episode, as well as them both using weapons. I thought it was an epic duel, man. You know, they both are good fighters, you know, and they're kind of both like that strike first, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it was cool. It was really cool. It was like it was really cool to see. And I appreciated the battle, bro, between the two. Happy that Chosen's okay, because I thought he maybe died after Terry cheated, but happy that Chosen's okay. But yeah, dope fight, dope action between the two. My second favorite scene would be Johnny versus the Senseis, bro. Like, Johnny was handling his business. Then they got to a point where he was overwhelmed. He was getting his butt kicked. And then it got to a point where it was like, yo, like, this dude, Johnny may die right now. You feel me? Like, the Senseis are not taking it easy on him. He has no help right now. You know what I'm saying? Chosen's fighting Terry. And then also Mike is knocked out. So it's like, bro, like, is Johnny gonna die, bro? You know what I'm saying? Especially, like, right when he's about to have a kid. Like, and then everything got fixed between Robbie and Miguel. And, you know, everything's are going good with him and Carmen. It's like, bro, he can't die. But then my man turns it up a notch. You feel me? It's like, yo, I'm about to have my kid. I got all my family worried about, bro. I ain't going out like this. I ain't about to take me out like no sucker, bro. Even though if you did go out, it wouldn't be no sucker like type of act. It'd just be, you know, you were overwhelmed in the situation. But bro, he took him out, bro. Took them all out, bro. You know, amped up. Just doing his thing, bro. Don't mess with Johnny, bro. Put respect on Johnny's name. Period. From now on. Period. But that was a dope scene too, man. Just to see everything that Johnny went through in that scene, bro. It was just like it was hectic, man. It had me feeling sad. It had me feeling happy. Then it had me feeling it had me feeling happy. Then it had me feeling sad. Then it made me feel happy again. It was just a lot of emotions. Just seeing him winning, then losing, then almost dying, then winning. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. It's a lot. So that was a dope scene as well. Dope action for sure. My third favorite scene would be Daniel versus Terry, bro. This is where it all come down to at the end of the situation, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it just was cool the way that they did it. You know what I'm saying? Daniel using what Terry taught him as a younger student, when he was a younger student to Terry. And, you know, that whole montage playing, them two fighting, you know what I'm saying? You actually seeing Daniel use what he was taught by Terry in the fight against Terry. Like, it just was a dope scene. And, very good action between the two. But that would be my three favorite scenes. The grade for this, bro, come on. Episode 10 is going to get a 10, all right? So 10 for me, man, for this episode, bro. You know, I loved it. I loved it, man. For this whole season of Cobra Kai, bro, 10. 10. Like, I don't know how Cobra Kai does it, but they do it, bro. They are just, this is a awesome TV series, bro, or a series that's on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? And who knew it was gonna be such a hit the way that it is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just happy I'm able to watch these because this is very enjoyable and I really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And I enjoy my time for sure. Like when I'm watching this. So waiting for season 6 to come out, baby. We know it's gonna be season 6. So waiting for season 6 to come out. We'll be back on here with some more reviews for that. You know what I'm saying? But if you saw this episode, let me know what you guys thought about this episode. If you've seen this whole season in its entirety, season 5, let me know what you guys thought about the whole season. And then are you guys also looking forward for season 6? Because I definitely am. But yeah, man, that's it, man. You know what I'm saying? I think that wraps up this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. As always, this is Q's Insight. I'm Callie. Until next time.